So we come to cloud hands. It's like the 10th of the 18 form qigong sequence. You got 8 brocades at the beginning. I've added 3 forms together, 18 form qigong sequence and a 9 form I learned from the Himalayas. So it's basically 35 moves. This is number 10, hands in clouds. Again, there's moving hands in clouds. There's loads of variations, but hands in clouds or hands in clouds in a horse stance, lots of variations. But this one, this is the 10th of the 18 form qigong sequence, so it's the 18th of the whole 35. You can either do these singly or in the form I put them. It doesn't really matter. Nothing's regimental, nothing's set in stone. Everything's 2 subjects, so you can do it either in the order or not. So this one, this is specifically linked to, in Chinese medical or Chinese medicine, they believe it's to help the eyes and the spleen. They're all linked to different meridians, organs, emotions, etc. Electromagnetic rivers even, meridians, or nadis, in India, whatever you want to call them. But I'm not going traditional with it. I'm going down the Pilates route because it's just movement. Because Pilates is anything you do, so is yoga anything you do. So you can link that to anything with the hypnotherapy breath in there. Bit of a mix. It's just breathing linked to motion in a breath synchronized manner. Vinyasa, breath synchronized movement. So with this, we're going to go straight with the breathing. I don't go too much in the movement because again, you look at other tapes there and get the movement. Everyone would do the movement different. So it'll be completely regimental and set in the form. So you're gonna zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navels towards the spine. Okay, and as you do that, you're gonna breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips for as long as you like. Okay, now as you do that, you breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. As you're zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out abdominals, that's going to help you breathe anywhere but the belly button. It's going to help you breathe anywhere but the belly button. Okay? And again, as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals right now, that's going to help you breathe low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs, your intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. As though someone's opening an umbrella inside your rib cage and letting go, or someone just pushing out from inside your ribs and letting go. Just adding width to the lungs and length of the out breath as you're breathing through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. So you're blowing out a candle through pursed lips. It's what we call lateral thoracic breathing. As you're zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, that helps you breathe anywhere but the belly button. Helps you breathe low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. You can imagine someone's wrapped a scarf tightly around your ribs and you breathe into that scarf wide and full. Organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep. And then exhaling through pursed lips. As you follow that journey in from the nose and out through pursed lips, we come from that Pilates setup, we close the mouth now and breathe in and out through the nose, but we still zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. And that makes that a little bit more one of the yogic breaths, or like one of the types of yogic breath. Because as we breathe in through the nose and exhale through the nose, voice has gone there, that will help us lengthen the breath even longer. Because it's a smaller filter through the nose, that will help us lengthen the whole will cycle of the breath. Okay? Because that smaller filter through the nose is more cleansing breath. And will help us lengthen the breath. Now, as that happens, you will find when you exhale, okay, you will naturally want to allow that to fall longer than the in-breath. So just to simply allow that to happen, okay, without even trying, or try not to try, just allow that to happen. Okay, and as you allow that to happen, without even trying or trying not to try, you'll bring in the subconscious part of the mind, and we'll consciously take our mind to that out breath. Rather than the breath breathe you, you're going to breathe the breath. You're going to elongate that out breath longer than the in breath. So quadruple it, double it, triple it, whatever you like the out breath, make it longer than the in breath. Encouraging them restful relaxation responses and endless streams of comfort. Okay. Again, the in-breath's conscious thought, the out-breath is subconscious thought. So by extending that out-breath longer than the in-breath, we're encouraging sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation, all in that lovely, elongated out-breath. Okay, cellular communication, it's all been benefited. Organ function, that process of elimination and assimilation, it's all been benefited by elongating the out-breath longer than the in-breath. Encouraging them restful relaxation responses and endless streams of comfort. Just allowing that simplicity to relax the mind as you elongate the out-breath longer than the in-breath. Okay, so bringing the hypnotic responses there. Okay, a bit like 7-11 breathing. In hypnotherapy, you breathe in for 7, exhale for 11. We're not counting. Some people will be for 5, some people will be out for 10. It doesn't matter. Make it unique to you. Just elongate the out breath longer than the in breath as you're still zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals. That breath would be perfectly good enough. Now again, if you want to make that a little bit more advanced on the yogic breath, you can grip the esophagus and go to Ujjayi breath. If you can't get this, don't worry. Just stick with the breathing you're doing. Okay, if you want to take it on a little bit further, and you can, then great. Now if you grip the esophagus, we bring in the Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. So all we do is grip the esophagus, and it's a... Watch these shoulders. They have a mind of their own. Keep them down. And exhale. You'll get this raspy, silky sound from the back of the throat. If you can't get it, don't worry. You're not ready for it at the moment. Just carry on breathing. The fact your breathing's good into these in this manner. So again, if you get the Ujjayi breath, it's great. Grip the esophagus. That'll lengthen the whole will cycle again even further, especially the out breath. Breathing from the nose. And exhale. That will stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps us weight control, etc. Help us build the heat in the body. Help us fan the fire to burn all the toxins in the body. Ujjayi breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit, seashore breath. It's not like Darth Vader breath. As you're breathing through the nose, it's like with the mouth shut. Soft, silky whistling, Ujjayi breath helps us focus the mind. It gives the mind something to focus on within the postures. Okay, it's a natural focusing breath we do in everyday life. We're just overemphasising that. But the sound of the breath, the feel of the breath, it weaves a tapestry of relaxation. Every single organ, cell, sinew of the body. So again, we're going to link that to motion. So cloud hands, it's done many ways. All we're going to do is we're going to come across here. We're going to go to sort of more box way of doing it. Again, I've seen it sort of done like this. I'm going to go slightly different with this one. So again, from here, we're turning. We're going to breathe in and exhale for as long as you like. Imagine that skewer through your head. This little sequence here, a lot of these are like this on the trot. That skewer through your head, shoulders down, exhale. If you want to bring in the feet, then we just do that little turn. We breathe in, sharper, and we exhale for as long as you like. Shoulders down and exhale. If you get there before, Then just carry on elongating the out breath, stop and start again. Now I like the more flowing one is like this. Again, clockwise and anti-clockwise, they pass. Can either go deep or not so deep. I would go no deeper than knees in line with toes. Stick to the Iyengar yoga principles of alignment. Breathing for the nose. And exhale for as long as you like. The trick is to keep the tension out the shoulders. As there's a trickle of water just running down the back and dispersing. Amount the shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. That lovely soft V between the shoulder blades. As you lengthen up for the crown, that puppet string, that hook, that brace on your head. Putting the head up towards the ceiling. The hands just glide across the eye line. Trance-like, come into the here and now. The present moment with the breath. The motion, the movement. Just get lost in the breath. The motion, the movement. True stillness is stillness in motion. As you elongate the out breath longer than the in breath. Lovely. Just feeling them restful relaxation responses and endless streams of comfort. Going to go deeper, then tailbone deeper, only as low as you keep the knees in line with toes. I keep the Iyengar yoga principles, that sort of Ashtanga breath, Ashtanga yoga breath, or nearly Ashtanga yoga breath, not quite. They pull up for the perineum a bit more, but again, Ujjayi breath, victorious breath still. We're breathing for the nose, and exhaling for as long as you like, and just simply starting again. Again, just that dynamic whole, making all them separate moves one. But if that's too much to think about, clockwise and anti-clockwise, I've been in a lot more detail with them on other videos, then just go with the here. If you want to make a little cat stance here, you can do that. But if you want to go deeper, then again, here. You can come to horse riding stance if you like. Slightly out at a V, but not Charlie Chaplin. You know, so again, make these unique to you. The speed and the tempo, the cadence of the breath. You make them unique to you. It's your nervous system, no one else's. So no one can tell you this is the exact motion that does this. Again, even though specifically sometimes they do. Again, you know, if you want to focus on something, a meridian or an organ, then do that. Or just, just do it. That's the best way I find, and just feel the vibration at the end. Again, as that breath just manifests in every single organ, cell, sinew of the body, every square inch of the body. That would benefit every single organ in the body. Lovely. Bang.